that was a really cool showing of the starter deck. Let's queue up again. Commits Sudoku. U2K22. I love Sudoku. Sudoku is it's my ultimate airplane game. If I'm like on the airplane, and I need a non-internet game, that's my favorite. We're just okay. I didn't even talk through that play, but I saw Gizmo. I saw a way to remove Gizmo and make board. I did play. So Thunder Soar is a cool card. Typically, I don't like playing it in an empty lane because the opponent can just ignore it. I do like Steadfast Geist. I'm going to take this opportunity to play this 6/2 just to get the upgraded creature into the discard pile. We'll see how that works. Maybe that's not a good play. Maybe it is. I want to play this Ossuary mech here. If my opponent doesn't have a spell, I'm not going to play a spell. So because I want to block that here and not play a spell, I know I don't want to play Disintegrate. And since Ossuary mech right now in my mind is a responsive play to his creature, I want to think about what's my second card, my other card of the turn going to be. And I'm thinking Combat Specter. I'm already going for big stats. I want to play for board control and just chipping in. Let's see how we go, just fighting for the board this game. So I'm going to play the Combat Specter over either of these other two cards because it was just more aggressive to an empty board. Okay, so we do see that there is a spell being played, meaning they can get the armor, meaning the Ossuary mech doesn't trade here, but none of these things trade. Stout Giant can live, but it doesn't do enough damage through the armor even to kill it the next turn. But we are going for just like big stats. Is there a card I want to upgrade from my hand last turn? I would like to upgrade Thunder Soar. So yeah, or the Spell Knight. So I will just chump block and get the upgrade, because none of these cards really fit the situation right here. That's actually a fantastic response to this guy. So we do get the 6 damage in. So that is, we get value out of this. Yeah, let's just get the Thunder Soar. Okay. Unless there's a spell that's going to make a creature, we can assume that that there's not going to be a spell played here. And we can just Spirit Leash to get rid of that. This situation where nothing really looks great. Like if my spirit lived and I had a bot, like if I had the Forge and I could buff the spirit before it died to this, that would have been great. But you know, it's not in the cards. So I am going to play a Lightning Tamer and potentially Spirit Leash whatever comes out here, or just kill this off. Okay, so here we go. He thought he was going to be able to survive. This is still my best response here. He still gets the use out of the armor here. And I got this creature buffed. But it's still not looking great. I haven't been leveling up my Fire Fist Uranti, so the idea of keeping the Everflame aura at level 1 to get some Fire Fist Uranti level 3 value doesn't seem great to me. None of these really seem great to me. I can't, the one here doesn't really, yeah. I guess I'll play the Stout Giant. And we're going to play the Spirit Leash on whatever the gizmo comes in. Although, now that I think about it, it doesn't necessarily have to play, yeah, here. Ooh. Yikes. That's not great for me. Just playing a gizmo with the Forgeborn can trade here. There's no use in Everflame auraing this. Where, you know, we had all those cards that we played to get big stats. I don't see those big stats. Ugh. I think I'm gonna play the ossuary mech here. And I'm just gonna soul siphon. Like, partly, I think last game used up so much of my brain power. I'm feeling not as capable in this game as I did last game, but the math makes sense here for this trade. I didn't need to do it then, but if he had some form of removal, like that board wipe, I could have lost the body. Does my opponent have their? My opponent doesn't have their deck list open, so it's yeah, that it can make things tough. But I made the right play. I killed it off early, so I didn't allow an AoE response. If I do this, I can just chump block 2 things. Do I want to chump block this? This stays for next turn, and I'm taking an extra 3 because of that. Because I'm blocking a 2 instead of a 5, but the body stays on the board. Although that really can't threaten me next turn. I like the idea of getting rid of that gizmo before he gets value. And then we're going to play the combat Specter over this 8/8. Okay, so who wants to get leveled up? Stout Giant wants to get leveled up. Yes, he does. This doesn't have great trades over time because this deals 8, which is half of this, and then these will trade. But I do have life drain next turn, and I'm off Forge, so I actually do like this. I'll be left with an 8/8 breakthrough and then I can kill this off next turn and hit for 8, and then still have, yeah. The other option was going the combat Specter, hitting for 8 here, and then next turn, or no, it's just got Defender, so I could keep combat, keep the Specter going. Ooh, this also takes care of that. And now my opponent's in a situation where their board is full, so they have to choose to replace creatures or sacrifice playing a card. Okay. Now that 2 trades here. I think you're better off just like replacing one of these creatures. Okay. I think straight up myrtleizing this Thundersaur is a good plan. And then the Arrogant Walker can block the 7/7. So that goes -6, so that goes to 9. I can kill that. Versus if I play a spell and do 6 there, that doesn't really help. But 6 plus 6. And we're just gonna have to deal with what we can. Get this lower, so even if he does trade over, at least it's 6 lower later. That was a weird phrasing of things. Alright, let's check what's in our discard pile. Disintegrate, Lightning Spark. Lightning Spark is valuable here, so what if we make the thing that he would have to trade be this? And if for whatever reason... I don't want to play a spell. I mean, he's not really... I'm not going to play anything here. So does his armor really matter? I don't think so. But I think I play the combat Specter over this lane. So if he wants to deal with it, he has to replace his higher level one. Spectre play against the defenders. Okay, yeah. If there was some crazy reason to want to use a disintegrate, I could have... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm pretty okay with this because we... I can... the option is we could do the Spectre over the other defender, and I really like that play. So let's... Oh, this is weird. This is stuck in the click and drag. I want to make sure I make a note about that. See, technically this came at the end of last turn, not this turn. Okay. So that's going to kill these off. That was a good draw. But he has to have a response here. So his next turn... Okay. So gonna like need to play a thing here. So how do I best block this turn? If I block 12 here against the 3 attack creature, I like that. Because it gives me more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to hit my Thundersword for 8, ooh. Okay, so we're going to take 7. But we're just going to block this and trade. Yeah, see, this is why I wanted to upgrade that giant. 12-23. That 23 is coming in handy. Nice. Yeah, oh, I guess, yeah, I forgot. They didn't replace here. I don't know if they're aware of the replace mechanic, because for situations I don't think they replaced creatures. But wow, yeah, I was feeling that was tough. But we got there.